Hey y'all. Don't mind the little screams and yells that's going on in the background. That's my grandson who's having like this complete ball in his mom. So I decided I got a few minutes, so I wanted to run this story by you guys. And y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments about this situation that I heard about. Pardon me. So here's the story. There's a female, and she's an identical and her identical twin is another female. And they are all of age or whatever. And this particular sister had a baby by this guy. Kind of find out that the guy had been plotting on the sister, the other sister, the whole entire time. Now, mind you, he had already set himself to have a child with the first sister. So he finally gets the one that he wants. How? I don't know. He gets her pregnant too. And now it's like the other sister, she has baby. The one that's currently pregnant. Yeah. She has a baby that's due shortly. And he already has like other baby mamas or whatever. When I say, and they all live like in the same area. When I say that I was blown, I get blown away by this story. Now, I know I'm not supposed to be gossiping, but I don't think that this is considered a gossip case, you know? But it has to be discussed because there's going to be a lot of hurt people in the middle of that family structure. However you want to put it, I'm still looking for the structure of the family because it's like, what the heck? I don't know what would make a sister want to cross her sister and have a child or any kind of relation with somebody that she already had children with. I'm puzzled and I'm shocked. Like, I've heard of betrayal. Yeah, in my walk of life, I've dealt with betrayal, major betrayals, little betrayals, big betrayals, just betrayals of all trails on this particular trail of life that I'm living. But for this system to end up in the middle of this foolishness that this guy is putting her through, it's just like, what? You can't be serious. You can't be real. And that can't be life. All I can hear is Beanie Siegel in my ear. This can't be life. This can't be love. This can't be right. It's gotta be wrong. This can't be us. Like, that is going off in my ear from the moment. Like, because all I could think of, what the heck would make them feel like it is a-okay to cross those lines like that and to approach, like the situation like it's okay, like, yeah, let's do it and actually do it. And pardon me, I'm a little congested, you know, summer thing, spring thing. But anyway, it's just wrong to me. Like, I know that sometimes family don't always get along. But it's like that's like the ultimate, you know, to me. I think it's so foul. It's so wrong to do that to her sister. And for him to be in the middle gloating like, yeah, another notch on my post, like what? In some states I know people that are remove his presence from this plane, you know, and it's considered okay by him. And the twin that slept with her twin sister, baby dad, got pregnant too. All I could think about is like how much therapy like is gonna be needed for that family. It's gonna require a lot of therapy because the children eventually they're gonna grow older and they're gonna know like, my mom boyfriend at the time or my sister or my cousin. Like it's just crazy. This story is mind boggling to me. It's crazy because it's like he's forcing the family to be in multiple positions. And they gotta deal with that like for the rest of their lives. Like he as a woman, I can only really speak from a woman's perspective, but I can also speak from a male's perspective too. Because I think logically, I think he should have took a huge step back and not did what he did, regardless of the fact that he wanted her, sister number two, from the beginning. I think he should have went with sister number two from the beginning instead of approaching sister number one and knocking her out. And then to be greedy, like wanting his cake and eating it too and getting with the sister that he initially wanted from the beginning. And it's just like, dude, that's messy. That's like really messy. And I feel sorry for the sisters, number one, and I also feel bad for the children. And I also feel bad for sister number two too. Because she was a pawn in this and he was really like playing chess. He wanted what he wanted and he got it and got the t-shirt for it and then some. And now these two women have to walk around, knowing that that's my identical sister that is just like me. And this guy came around and he got with both of us and got us both pregnant and we both have children by him now. And he has other children and other baby mothers, and all of us live in the same daggone neighborhood, and we all out here, and we just whew, talk about mind blowing, y'all. It's like I don't even know how to even process it, but it's like I'm processing it, but it's like it's giving me Sodom and Gomorrah all day long. It's like it's giving Lot's wife spinning around and getting stuck and turned into a pillar of salt because she didn't listen. It's given you were forewarned about how people can play in your life, play in your face, and you gotta keep your eyes open, keep the grass cut, for the snakes and all of that. It's given all of that times 100. It's given what about the children? It's given like what is given rest in peace to Jerry Springer, but it's given this was an episode that should have been on Jerry. And I'm not laughing, but it's just like it's so daggone mind blowing. That's the main thing I could keep thinking of. Like it's blowing my mind because it blew me from the moment this story was told to me that I was just like, what? And then the folks that I was around that was one of the people who was around when I heard the story, and they just like, you got his cake and he was able to eat it too. Like, and in my mind, I'm thinking like, you condone that? You cool with it? Do you know what is at stake here? Like they say, it takes a nation, a community, to raise a child. Now we're talking about several children, more than one, that's going to be damaged from the fact that their father and mother was being selfish and spiteful and manipulative, I'm sure. And the children are a byproduct of their actions. And they feeling like they going around feeling like they don't have to feel any type of ways about what they did to their family. And the community is going to be around. You know, naturally the community is around because that's how I found out about it. Because a member of the community put me on, to a degree. You know, you know, have word of mouth get passed around, things of that sort. And I don't think it's far from the truth. I really don't. But it's so scary to know that these children probably gonna grow up feeling like treachery is just something that comes with everyday living. Like it's something to look forward to. Not having loyalty from your family is something to look forward to. Um, Being thrown to the wolves is something to be, for them to look forward to. It's just like a lot of ways that they can be looked at, and it's just like, dang, it's real life. Like this is a real situation, and people. Well, I'm just going off of what I heard. You know, for it to be a real situation, it's really bad. And I done been backstabbed. It ain't easy getting that when you got, pa- stabbers that's like, well, I didn't get you good on that one. Let me stab over here on this side right here. It's still a spot left where I can put a knife at. And you being that forgiving person, and they forgive them and they come back around and they like, got you again. You know what I'm saying? Or I got you deeper this time. Because I'm pretty sure that thing had built up. But that sister that feel like, you know what? I'm gonna go after what belongs to, or what my sister considers her territory. And I'm gonna go and pee all in her yard, and eesh, I just know as a community, as a whole, we gotta do better than this. Like I said, just the betrayal of known. It's like, what? Why would you? How could you? Not only just to be, like on some get back to the sister, but to the whole family, just bump the whole thing, attack the whole structure of your family, to try to turn your family into a laughing stock of the town or the city or wherever y'all in. Like to embarrass yourself, to embarrass your children. Like I can only imagine, and these gonna be like elementary students. And you know how kids talk. They hear the adults talk, so they be like, you know what? my mama said, yo daddy, or my mama said that your mama was a hoe and all y'all got the same daddy and just looking at it from oh, do you understand where I'm coming? I hope y'all can understand where I'm coming from because this is just like the pits of hell cracked open and this mess slid out of it. I know that we supposed to forgive people, but how? I have questions. I gotta crack open that Bible to figure out, like, Lord, how she gonna forget that? Will she be able to forgive them for what they done? You know how they talk about crimes of passion and stuff like that? Like, I ain't trying to put no ideas in nobody's head, but I just hope they find a whole lot of healing, some deep, deep, deep healing, like, and it can't just be for one person. It's gonna have to be healing for the whole family as a unit. A few moments of pleasure to try to tear down a whole lineage for a few moments of pleasure. Now let me know what y'all think about this story. I can leave a comment. Like I said, this ain't me trying to tear at nobody, laugh at their situation, or anything like that. It's just me trying to understand it and trying to find ways to help them get to a point where they can heal. Now, like I said, I be in my Bible. I hunt, you know, I be digging in the crates, like, what could I do to help? You understand? Where can I find some healing or something? The only thing I could think of is no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And that's what I want her to be able to take, with her as she goes throughout her day. Sister number one. I like for her to take that with her and walk around with that joint like, girl, if you gotta write it on your hand or tattoo, whatever. Don't let it get to you because people on the outside trying to figure out what the heck happened in the inside and what can be done to fix it. But it's just like the damage is already done. Like having a BBL and it's a bad one. You understand? And you can't go behind what the doctor done already did and really fix it, but so much. Like a crater impact. It's bad. And my heart, oh, my heart goes out to all of them. Like, seriously. Because just looking at it from the different roles, the different components of this family, like, it's just like, whoa. I just, I just don't know what I would do if it was me in any of them shoes. Like, I wouldn't know only but to go to the Lord, honestly speaking, for strength, guidance, oh, patience, understanding, no joke. This young, this tough, and I've been trying not to say nothing about it. I've been pondering over this thing for like 3 days. And I can't shake it. Pardon me, but I haven't been able to shake that story. Mhm. And it can't whatever therapist that they go to can't be somebody who like soft hearted because you know there's a thing called forgiveness, of course, but it also is like it need somebody with a certain kind of strength, and I ain't talking about no. Mm, it can't be nobody lighthearted either. Like or too firm, too strong. It got to be somebody that really like, oh, somebody real strong. And it's gonna take a lot of maturity for them to get there, just to even go to somebody for therapeutic help. They gonna need it. And I don't want it to be looked at like they're gonna be like the next cash cow for some therapist to be like, okay, well, I'm gonna give y'all some therapy. But the whole time, the therapist, she isn't mature or he isn't mature enough to even be able to deal with the situation, let alone, child, listen, just a tough one, y'all. Hmm. And I'm trying my best to stay lighthearted about it, believe me, because it's a really tough situation. And again, like I said, my heart goes out to the whole family unit because it's a unit now. It's like it's been a unit, but it's really a unit now. Closer and closer. But I feel for them. I just hope and pray that they just find a way, because this isn't like it's a polyamorous relationship. It's nothing like that. It's not that. But even if they could try to view it or do it from that perspective, it's just not like your grand. Well, that's what it feels like. And I'm not even in the relationship. I'm not one of his baby moms, but I cry and cry behind it. Like, why? Why would you do that? Why would y'all do that and think that it's a-okay when it's absolutely not? The amount of hurt, mud slinging, oh my gosh, above and beyond, just way above. I haven't even taken it to the Lord yet because it's like, oh my gosh, I can only imagine what he thinks. You know what I'm saying? Some cases, he probably want me to stay out of it, mind my business, you know. And that's what I've been trying to do. But it's like ever since I heard the story, it's like, what? Say it ain't so. But it really is true. And the damage has already been done. Mm. Maybe y'all can send them some words of encouragement or something of that sort to help them sort it out. Because they got a lot of years to look forward to sorting this thing out. And I believe our advice can help. I know everybody in the world is in a butthole and jerk off or want to mislead people. Let's pull them together and try to help them navigate this. Because if they see this one day, they just might be like, okay, well, that's the answer that I needed, to help me with that particular situation. But this job is a powerful thing. It's so powerful. It's like I'm trying to formulate the words to even get through the video, and it's just like, dang, how can I? I'm trying not to hit stop on here and be like, you know what? I'm not even gonna post it because this is like, Fred, dang, this is really bad, and it's shaking me to the core. Like, whoa, like you hear the story, like on like what the Trey King show. That's a guy whose show is on YouTube. I used to watch him a lot. And like years ago, he used to be talking, even probably still to this day. I've been looking at him a little bit less than what I used to, but he used to have stories on there because, busy. He used to have these shows where he doing reports on like different cities, well, not different countries, but different states here in the United States, and they got like all these wild, crazy storylines, like a mom and her boyfriend killed pardon me, got rid of a baby off this plane because the baby was eating like all the snack cakes and stuff like that, or the mom decided the dad loved the baby too much, so it decided to dissect the baby and put the baby into little like designer bags throughout the house and the property of the house. Like it's bad like that, y'all. To me, this story is bad like that. And I know they need some real healing. And only we can help them, God and us. That's it. And them finding the strength in themselves to get up every day and pull themselves together despite of what's going on around them. To keep pushing regardless of what the heck is going on. To not, let the chitter chatters of gossip or people bad guys or bad look opinions about it get to them. If it's not an opinion to help and it's really a thought out opinion to help, then don't get involved. Like if you're not trying to help them have an actual solution, don't leave a comment. Don't say nothing. Just keep it pushing. This is for real G's out here. And I ain't talking about, the ones that might have dealt with a best friend sleeping with your boyfriend or your husband or something like that. I'm talking about the people that really been through something, like your mom slept with your husband or something like that. Like how tell them how they can keep going and not let it harm them and what they can help tell the baby to keep them focused and pushing forward and them themselves to keep going and pushing forward because this world would love to just swallow us whole and don't spit out the bones. Do you hear me? And there's a time where it's like when you say somebody need to hear a word, this the time. They really need to hear a word. And it don't have to be, preacher and all that. No, that's not what I'm saying. They already know they gotta take that to God because can nobody else remove it like he can, but if you really want to help, you can give some advice that's going to be well, that's going to land well on their heart. It's not going to have them feeling like they're guilty or something. And because we already know how accountability rolls. And I'm pretty sure that they done already took accountability of it, but they gonna need help get through the next through this lifetime, Lord Jesus, through this lifetime. And it ain't just for the adults, it's for the babies too. So hopefully y'all put on your big boy and big girl panties when you drop a comment in my comment section, because this ain't for everybody. If you're gonna be sitting stupid and dumb about it, please don't bring that over here. This for real people. It's not for them fake ones. No, this ain't for none of y'all. Cause I don't want to play around and think life's just a big old joke and it's just ha ha something for you to key off for a second. No, it's not for you. This ain't the space for you. Move around. Because we need to be able to come up with real solutions for one another. Sometimes all it takes is a little good advice, even after the damage is done. Because it's still days to look forward to. It's still things to look forward to, like not over because that situation happened. No, and it don't have to be more bad, blood between them. They're supposed to be able to still pull themselves up by their bootstraps and not let it take their happiness. You see what I'm saying? They still should be able to move on through the storm. Because it's like, with that situation, there's going to be a lot of, I ain't trying to, mm, I ain't trying to throw nothing out there at nobody. Lord knows I'm not. But it's like, that's not an easy situation. And they're going to need daily encouragement. And I like for us to be able to pull in together and give it to them. Not playing their face or laugh at their mistakes or, I don't know, y'all, or laugh at their situation. Hell no. That's not what I'm trying to do. Not at all. One of my small lashes, uh, baby lashes is pushing past another lash. So y'all have to excuse me. I keep tugging at it because it's slightly irritated. But we gotta heal each other, man, and help each other heal. You got to. So I might want to call it. Listen, I don't even need to throw out no titles. Y'all just know that these folks need help, and it only supposed to come from people that's already healed. Not for somebody's guesstimations and all of that. No, folks that been through some walks, hop in the chat, leave a comment, and if you're really feeling cheerful, you really want to help in some way, shape, form, or fashion to the channel. Miss Chocolate, MISSCHOCOLATE 197 on Cash App. Ain't asking for nothing, but if you want to, you know, lend a helping hand somehow over here because, everybody could use a little help. It'll be well appreciated. But my goodness, the main help that I'm asking for is comment to help this family out. Send love to that family. Then healing, prayers for healing to that family, man. Understanding, acceptance to that family. They will need all of it. Mm. They will definitely need all that. For the adults and for the babies. So don't look for another place to stick a knife at in these people back. Send some real love. Or maybe once in your lives. Do that. On that note, I'm out of here, y'all. Till next time. Till the next time. Take care of yourself and take care of others. On that note, later, y'all.